Success at last. A big W, a much needed W today. FC Barcelona versus Celta Vigo, or Celta Vigo versus Barca. We played away. 4-2. A 4-2 thrashing of Celta Vigo. Uncle Lewandowski came through, ladies and gentlemen. Uncle Lewandowski. Everybody clap it up for Uncle Lewandowski, bro. Clap it up for Uncle Lewandowski, bro. Yes, we did that. Yes, we did that. Omeo football. Omeo Radan. Match review. Back at it again. You know what it is. Let me get another clap for that. Let me get another clap for that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Real talk, though. A very much needed win. This was a very much needed win, especially when we look at how we performed on, in the middle of the week against Club Brugge in the Champions League. We drawed that 3-3. And honestly, a club a size of Barca with the ambitions of Barca, we can't accept that. You know, Barca is a club that needs to be fighting for every single trophy because it's a big club. It's the greatest club in the world. We have to be fighting for every single title. And we cannot be drawing teams like Club Brugge, with all due respect to Club Brugge, you know, but let's just be honest, everybody was expecting Barca to win that match, right? It's not like we played Liverpool or we played Man City or we played some, you know what I'm saying, one of those humongous teams. So bouncing back was very much needed. A shaky match, I'm not gonna lie, because it seemed like I said, it was a, you know what I'm saying, we score, you score type of match. We score, you score. It was 2-2. It got to 2-2, but then Uncle Lewandowski with the hat-trick. Uncle Lewandowski dropped the hat-trick today. And you know, he was dearly missed. He was dearly missed. I'm not gonna lie, the shark is not gonna cut it for us. El Tiburon, it's time to get him off the ocean. Ship him to, you know what I'm saying, some tank, some aquarium somewhere, you know what I'm saying, with some water. Let him splash around there. But as far as I'm concerned right now, it's Uncle Lewandowski time. Uncle Lewandowski's back. Uncle Lewandowski came and proved and showed why he is, you know, one of the greatest strikers ever in the history of this game. And that's a fact. We know that for sure. The numbers speak for itself. Obviously, he's a little bit older, but you know what I'm saying? He's very healthy and he has very good physique. And he just proved why his time is not up. He's still got more in the tank. He still has more in the tank. He dropped the hat-trick today. W Uncle Lewandowski. W Marcus Rocket Rashi with the brace, with the assist. W Lamine Yamal for scoring, even though he got double team, triple team basically throughout the whole match. Teams are very, very scared of Lamine Yamal right now. You know what I mean? But yeah, before we pull up foot mode and we, you know what I'm saying, we look at the visual, we look at the starting lineups, and we look at the performances. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. You see the subscription go. Let me update that right now because we did the watch along. We did the watch along and we went up. But please like and subscribe, you know. And yeah, let's get into this video. A spicy game, a very feisty game, a game that had us on the edge of our seats. Just like I said, it was a back and forth. It was a you score, we score. It was 2-2. There was a point where it was 2-2. You know what I'm saying? There's a point when we scored the third goal, we weren't even celebrating. When I was doing the watch along, you know what I'm saying? Me and the chat decided we don't even want to celebrate that much. We don't want to celebrate at all because who knows? They might just come back again and tie it. You know? So we stayed cool. We stayed calm. You know what I'm saying? And alhamdulillah, you know what I'm saying? Barca came through with the W. They scored twice again. They scored twice again. You know, like I said, goals from Uncle Lewandowski dropped the hat-trick, and then also a goal from Lamine Yamal. Sad that Frankie de Jong got this second yellow at the very end of the game, and it will cause him to miss the Atletico Bilbao game, which is next up, which is just very, very shameful. It was not needed. He didn't mean to step on Diego Aspas, but he did. It is what it is, you know. But let's go ahead and look at the starter lives. We didn't look at the starter lives. Let's go ahead and start out with Celta Vigo. Radu in goal. Fernandez right back. I mean, not right back. It says that they went, you know what I'm saying, 3 in the back, but they were playing 5 in the back, ladies and gentlemen. They were not playing 3 in the back, right? But let's just, you know, go off of what Full Mope is saying. Fernandez right center back, center back, Starfield. Alonso, Alonso used to play for Barca. Everybody knows that. Left center back. Mingueza, also an ex-Barca player. Right wing back. Right CDM/CDM. Sotelo. Left CDM/CM. Moriba, also one of our ex-players, you know. Carrera with a goal. Left mid, we want to say, or no, left wing back, right? And then the right midfielders or the right wingers, Joktula, another ex-player of ours, bro. They looks like, bro, most of their players are our players, bro. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Iglesias, striker with the goal, with the assist, and then left wing, left mid, Duran. All right. They tried. Celta Vigo tried today, bro. Celta Vigo tried today. Szczesny in goal for FC Barcelona. Left back, Balde. Left center back, Kubarsi. Right center back, Araujo. Right back, Eric Garcia. Left CM, Lopez, and then Almo and Cam. And I think Frankie de Jong was playing CDM. Full Mob got it a little bit confused, but there was a last second change where Casado was supposed to start, I think. But they decided to go with Almo. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I mean, it was successful. Left wing, Rashford. Center, striker, Lewandowski with the hat trick. Right wing, Lamine Yamal, of course. And we went with the 4-3-3 today. Today we went with the 4-3-3, I believe. You know, and we haven't seen this formation in a long time. Since Hansi Flick took over Barcelona, we've always seen the 4-2-3-1. We've always seen the 4-2-3-1. Today, we've seen the 4-3-3. A little tactical change from Hansi Flick, which I liked. Switch it up a little bit because Pedri's not here anymore. He liked to play 2 CDMs when Pedri was available. You know, he tried it with Casado and Frankie de Jong as well, but I think he just tried to change it up. And so he took Casado out. And he placed Almo in and went with the 4-3-3, the classic Barca formation. Now let's actually talk about what actually happened in the game. Game started out with a penalty. Let's just be honest, bro. Not too long into the game, we were awarded a penalty off a handball. Lewandowski converted, and that was his first goal of the match. And then after that, you know, they equalized like right away. They scored right away. I think it was Carreras. Yeah, Carreras scored the first goal for Celta Vigo. You know, and then after that, I think Lewandowski scored again. I believe it was with a header, right? Let me see the timing. Yup, Robert Lewandowski, and then assisted by Marcus Rashford. It was a header, right? After that, they scored again. Iglesias from off of some terrible defending. I want to talk about this goal that we conceded, the second goal where Iglesias scored. If you go back and look at the second goal that Celta Vigo scored, three people, right? Kubarsi, Araujo, and Frankie de Jong. Or it might have been, Frankie de Jong, Araujo, and Eric Garcia. The three of them were defending the same player. They were defending Carrera, I believe, or Duran, maybe. You know what I'm saying? The three of them were defending only one player, right? Which left Iglesias free to shoot. Jutala squared the ball to him. And he has so much space and he has so much time and nobody closed him down. I blame Frankie de Jong for that one. He was the closest person to him. He did not need to, because Frankie de Jong was looking like he was turning his head and looking at that one attacker that all three Barca players were basically concerned about. And forgot about Iglesias right in front of him. Never stepped to him, let him take a shot. Why are three players defending one attacker, bro? Three defenders, three of our players defended one of Celta Vigo's players, one of their attackers. 3-on-1. Why? No need. One player is enough. Another player maybe just there to, you know, to help out in case something happens. But three? Frankie de Jong dropped the ball on that one. I think if Frankie de Jong would have stepped up to Iglesias, I don't think he would have scored. We have to get our defending better, guys. This is not acceptable, bro. This is football 101. Three players defending, three defenders defending just one attacker. Make it make sense, bro. Make it make sense. That was a terrible goal to concede, and I didn't like it, and I was super frustrated. I was very frustrated. Very frustrated. But then after that, you know what I'm saying? Lamine Yamal came in with the goal to put us 3-2. He came through, you know, right-hand side, very difficult angle. But he managed to squeeze it through. I thought the goalkeeper was going to save it. I thought Radu was going to save that, but he didn't save it. He should have done a lot better, I'm not going to lie. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, he scored from a tight angle. And that's how we went 3-2 up. After that, obviously, Uncle Lewandowski completed his hat trick, right? Let's see the order of his goal. Yup. A 2-2. Lamine Yamal with the 3-2. And then Lewandowski to complete the hat trick and get another assist by Marcus Rocket Rashi. This was a you know what I'm saying? Like I said at the beginning of the video, it was a must needed. Every single time you know, your club doesn't perform well in a game, you would hope that the next game they bounce back and they put all that behind them. You know, they put the game against Club Brugge behind them, you know what I'm saying? And all these bad performances. This is a new day, this is a new game. This is the time to correct the mistakes. This is the time to uplift the fans, uplift the club, uplift the morale of everybody Barca. And they did that. Was it shaky? It was shaky. The defending is still shaky. We still gotta, you know what I'm saying? We still gotta solve our defensive problems. I still believe the high line is not working. I think that's how we conceded our first goal. Because of the high line. Again. You know what I'm saying? We've said it so many times. I'm tired of saying it. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of saying it. Hansi Flick needs to ditch the high line, or he needs to solve it somehow, bro. Because it's not working right now. And we conceded the very first goal because of the high line. You know, the line was so high, it was behind like the halfway. It was behind the halfway line, bro, which is crazy. Because if you're behind the halfway line, then the player cannot be offsides, which is just crazy, bro. So we do need to solve that problem. But I think the biggest takeaway from this match, number one, Lewandowski's back, right? Ferran Torres was not it, right? El Tiburon was not it. I don't think he's enough. I don't think he's enough to lead the attack. I don't think he has the ferociousness that Uncle Lewandowski has, right? So, number one, Lewandowski's back. Beautiful. Number two, we bounced back from just a, you know what I'm saying, a horrible display against Club Brugge. Horrible display of defending, horrible display of you know what I'm saying, game intensity and energy and pressing and all that. And it was just really good, you know what I'm saying, to bounce back from that. We needed that, and we go into the international break on a positive note. You know what I'm saying? We go into the international break on a positive note. Lamine Yamal, I want to give a lot of credit to Lamine Yamal today, because I promise you, bro, like, bro, he gets double teamed like crazy now, man. And it's been happening for several matches now. I feel like every team now is just kind of copying each other. As far as Lamine Yamal is concerned, double team him. They put two players literally shadowing each other to try to keep him contained, which for me only speaks, you know what I'm saying, of how phenomenal Lamine Yamal is, how scary Lamine Yamal is, how effective he is. You know what I'm saying? The fear that he strikes in these other teams to have him double teamed for several games now. Lamine Yamal, and on top of that, he still found a way to score. He still found a way to score. Imagine that. Imagine if he wasn't double teamed. Imagine if he's just, you know, like last year, it was a one-on-one, you know what I'm saying? Him and the left back of the other team battling it out. Imagine what Lamine Yamal would do then. Lamine Yamal, we really want to give him credit. And also Marcus Rocket Rashi with the brace assist. You know, Rashi, even though he did not look lively, you know, at the beginning of the match, but you know, that was a beautiful cross to Uncle Lewandowski for his second goal, for Lewandowski's second goal. And it was a beautiful cross, you know what I'm saying? And that speaks to how, even though you could not be doing well in a match, but you could still find a way to be effective and come through and help your team out. So Marcus Rocket Rashi for that one. Lopez was not at his best today. Lopez just seems to be a little bit off of it since the Olympiacos game. I don't know what was going on, you know what I'm saying? You know, but I hope he finds his, you know what I'm saying, his mojo back. Dani Olmo is showing positivity. He could do better, but he is showing positivity. He's showing that he's getting a little bit better. No goal or assist, but you know what I'm saying? He's a little bit, because he was horrendous before. Past couple games back, bro, beginning of the season, he was horrendous. So today was a little bit of a positive, and like I said, you know what I'm saying, very, very disappointed with that second yellow for Frankie de Jong to get that, you know what I'm saying, that red, and to miss the Atletico Bilbao game. That hurts us. Frankie de Jong is one of our most important players, and what can we do? It is what it is, man. Let's just try to get through Atletico Bilbao as best as we can, inshallah, you know. And yeah, W's in the chat. Balde looked lively. Kubarsi need to get better. Araujo, okay. Araujo, okay. Yo, Araujo, you do not make too many mistakes. Eric Garcia, I love you. You are my hero. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to make it short and sweet. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Appreciate everybody who came and watched my watch along with me, right? I did a watch along, you guys know. We had a lit watch along. We had a good turnout. And I want to say thank you to everybody who came and watched the watch along. And thank you to everybody who watched this video. And more to come. More to come, inshallah. If you have not subscribed, please hit that like and subscribe button. And I'm going to see y'all boys and girls on the next one. I love y'all. I'm going to see y'all later.